All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Patrick Puji, and I am from Patmac Tech UK Limited. Today, we are going to talk about Introduction to Computers. If you have chosen this course, then it means that you are new to the use of computers and you want to start using computers, as we are in the age of computers, and everything that is around you, that is around us now, is sort of moving with computers. So if you don't know how to use a computer, then you would find yourself in a very tight dilemma that you may not be able to move on in the basics of life. So today we are coming to talk about the use of computers, and then we will start with the introduction to computers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Pucci, and I am from Patmac Tech UK Limited. Today, we are going to talk about Introduction to Computers. This is the first lesson, and you have chosen this course because you want to learn to use the computer. Thank you for choosing the course, and welcome to Introduction to Computers as a beginner. So, as we all know, computers have become a part of our lives. Computers are actually running our lives, and today, if you are living life and you have no idea how computers work, then it means you would live life and then not know where life will take you, because you would go with the flow. But if you know how computers work, then trust me, everything would then move as smooth as you want it to go. So, without much ado, I would move on to the introduction of the course. We will talk about the overview of the computer hardware, and we would move on from there. So once again, thank you for choosing the course, and I believe that by the time we finish this course, you would know or have the skill that you require to move your or work with your life. Thank you very much. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are still here, then it means you are now eager to start the course. And here I will give you a simple overview of the computer, understanding the basics of the computer. So you must know that by this time, every computer comes with, sometimes comes with a monitor, a system unit, a keyboard and a mouse, and that is the basics of the computer. So with this, I believe that you have, if you are not using a laptop, then you have this computer, this set of computers set up, ready to go on. If you are using a laptop too, you'll find your keyboard on your laptop, your monitor connected to the keyboard, and the laptop opened as you are listening to me. The sound is good. The lighting system is good. The visuals are good. You can see what I'm presenting at the moment, and you can actually type on the keyboard. So if everything is working, you are ready. Maybe you are not using Windows, but I want to emphasize on the fact that everything we are going to teach here is based on Windows. And so if you are using other type of computer, it's also good. I may be able in the course of the video give the equivalent of Windows, but everything we are doing is based on Windows, so it is advisable that you get Windows computer to follow up with the course. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next slide. And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for still being with us. So we will start with the introduction of computers, and as you can read, or as you know, computers are integral to modern life, imparting various aspects of work, communication, and entertainment. So if you want to do anything that comes with work, like what you are doing right now, you are learning, you are using the computer to learn. I have recorded this video, and I have being with you. I am talking to you with the help of the computer and communicating to you. So most of the time, if you are using softwares like Zoom, Teams, you know that communication, we can use the computer. It aids us to communicate, and for entertainment we can watch movies, listen to music, do almost all sort of entertainment, play games on the computer. So it has become an integral part of our life. So it is important that we understand the computer hardware and software, since it is also an essential parts for effective usage and troubleshooting. So if I should ask you the question that, look, as you are using the computer right now, if something should happen to the computer, if the computer should go on a blue screen, if the computer should stop working, if it should freeze, what are you going to do? Where would the problem comes from, or where would the problem come from? If it happens that way, then you would have the skill and the knowledge to go around it and solve the problem so that you would continue to use your computer effectively. Now, we'll talk about the purpose of the computer. So, you and I know, if you are listening to me, that now computers are used for everything. Even in driverless cars, computers are in it. Your phones, you find some form of computer in your phone everywhere. So the purpose of this presentation is to provide an overview of computer hardware and software. It aims to equip you who are listening to me right now with the foundational knowledge to navigate the world of computing confidently. Sometimes you go to the bank and then you call someone to come and work your computers for you, and sometimes what they are doing, you are not even seeing anything. But after this course, I am sure and I'm confident that you will have the skill to move around in this computer age. So I believe that you're going to have a clearer understanding of the components and the functions of the computer. So if you are still here, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next slide. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are going to talk about some of the key hardware components that the computer uses to operate. And as you can see on the slide, we have the central processing unit, which process every activity of the computer. So if you are doing any mathematical calculations and then you put it in a computer, well, the moment you press the enter, the central processing unit will then accept the information, process the information, and then give you the results as you want to see it. So that is the central processing unit. It's a very small part, but it does a very big job. Now we have the random access memory, the RAM. If you have heard it before, the RAM, people will say the RAM, the random access memory. This particular component, what it does is it stores information temporarily. It stores information temporarily for the use of the computer. So if you are doing any activity, whatever you are doing is temporarily stored somewhere, and where it is stored is called the random access memory, so that if you want to access what you are doing in the immediate sense, the random access memory will then help you access it, and when you are done and you want to save it permanently on the computer, then it will go into the storage, which is the hard drive. At first we used to have the HDD, but now we have the SDD, where all the information is stored, so on the hard drive, all information that you would process, whether be in your letters, whether be in your calculations, whether be in your pictures, whether it will be stored in the hard drive. But now system has evolved, and we have the cloud where you can store your files in the cloud. We have cloud services like OneDrive, where you can sign up and it will be stored in the cloud, so that even if your computer stops working or your computer should crash, when you sign in on any computer, you would still have access to your files. Now, we have input and output devices like the keyboard, the mouse, and then the monitor. The keyboard, the mouse, and the monitor, which are also a very important aspect of the computer usage. Also, we have flash drive, where you can, it's also a storage device. You can store information, your files on it, being your folders, your pictures, your music, your letters, your anything you would produce with a computer. You can store it on the flash drive, and it will enable you move files from one computer to another. You can also use it as a storage, where you can keep it somewhere safe, and whenever you need it, you connect it to any computer, and then you would have access to it. Ladies and gentlemen, so these are the basic hardware components that you would use on a computer. See you in the next slide. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. Every computer needs a medium to operate. So the hardware that we spoke about in the previous slide, they are all inside the computer, but it needs an interface to interact with you, the user, so that these hardwares can be put to work. Those interface that we use to work the hardware is called software. So I can easily say that the software then becomes a medium or becomes an interface that you, the user, can use to operate the hardware. So if I want to store anything in the storage devices, that's the hard drive, all I would need to do is to access the software, work the software, use the software to operate the hardware, and I'll get the results that I want to get. So a software is responsible for managing computer hardware resources and providing a platform for running applications. So we have examples of softwares like the Windows, which is an operating system, the Mac OS, which is also an operating system, the Linux, which is also an operating system, and these things are hardware management softwares. So if you are using Windows, as we are using Windows at the moment, it would manage your device drivers and memory management. Windows, these softwares will do all these things for you. User interface, it would help you, it will give you the graphical user interface for you to manipulate the hardware, and then it will give you access so that you can command the computer. So it will give you a command line interface. Application management, so you have process scheduling and multitasking. So as you are using the computer, you can use the computer to be playing music and listening to me at the same time, or you can use the computer to be playing music and you'll be typing a letter at the same time. So these softwares give you the access to do that. So now what we have spoken about is called the system software. So the system software. Now we have application software. Application software is designed for specific task or purpose used by the end user, this time which is you, to perform various functions. Example, a word processor. So we would move on, and then we have another course on word, where you will learn how to use the Word to type your letters, to do your graphic designs and stuff. We can use Word for that. Google Docs, Google Documents, you can use that one too is a typical example of an application software. Now web browsers like Google Chrome is a typical application software. And then we have web browsers like Edge, Microsoft Edge, which is an excellent application software. And the email clients are also an application software like Microsoft Outlook, Gmail, an application software. Now these things help you create, edit, and format documents like the word processor. It will help you create, edit, and format documents. The browser would help you browse the internet, and then we'll talk about safety on the internet as we move on. But the browser will help you browse the internet and accessing the web. So what you are watching right now has been hosted on a website, but with the help of your browser, you were able to log in and then access this information as I am talking to you. Managing emails and communicating contacts. So, like for example, in your work, your email you can access through the browser, email clients that the softwares can give you can also be used. So all these things, all softwares would help you aid in you manipulating the hardware in order to get the results that you want. Thank you very much and see you in the next slide. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And as I was talking about understanding the computer software. So as we can see here, we have web browsers, we have Opera, we have this one has now evolved, so it's now called Edge. It's not called Internet Explorer again. Microsoft Edge. We have Safari, we have Mozilla Firefox, we have then we have Chrome, and then the rest we have. So all these ones will aid you to access the web, um, and get whatever you want to get. Do your researches, ask your questions, access AI and stuff. And then we have Linux, which is also an operating system. Mac is also an operating system, and it has the Apple. Windows, which we are using now, but I choose to use the Windows 11. So this is how Windows look like. And then the application softwares, we have the Word, the Excel, the Teams, the PowerPoint, which we are using at the moment. You know, all these things are there to aid you to work. So if next time you are coming to use the computer now and you think you are going to the web, you know where you are going. You come and then you look at the taskbar and then you check for Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome, and then you can access the web. Operating system you are using, you need to know your operating system. The computer you are using right now is on Windows. Some will be using the Mac OS, you know. So whatever operating system you are using, you can access or manipulate the hardware with it. Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. We are still talking about the functions of the operating system. You know, and as we've said earlier, the operating system manages the computer hardware resources and provide an interface for users and applications. As you are using your computer right now, it is the operating system and then the application softwares that is aiding you for you to hear my voice and then access this course. Functions of the operating system. Now, the operating system, as it is managing the hardware resources, allocation and management of CPU, RAM, and then we have explained RAM in the previous slides. This storage and other hardwares are managed by the operating system, ensuring efficient utilization of resources and preventing conflicts. So this software has been designed efficiently for it to ensure that the resources are being used efficiently and that there's no conflict in what you are doing. Now, these softwares also present a user-friendly interface for interacting with a computer. So as you can see, very user-friendly. When you see it, you can easily know where you are going. You know, there are some of the things when you see, you know where you are going, so it becomes user-friendly. You see, so types of interface include graphical interface, that's the GUI, the graphical user interface, and the command line interface. Now, this operating system or software acts as the intermediary between the software, allowing the application to execute tasks. As I was saying, whenever you are doing any mathematical functions, and then you execute a task. These softwares will then communicate with the hardware and give you the answers you are looking for. Providing services and libraries for applications that applications can utilize and perform its function. Operating system. It is very, very functional. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now coming to talk about the importance of computers in our everyday lives. Now, computers have, as we have said, has become an integral part of modern society, playing a crucial role in various aspects of our daily lives. Now, computers aid us to send emails, go on social media platforms, and messaging apps enable instant communication with friends and families. What are some of the messaging apps? We have Zoom, we have WhatsApp, we have Telegram. It aids us in fast and easy communication with friends and families, our colleagues. Video conferencing tools like Teams, Microsoft Teams, a very important software if you want to communicate using a computer. So this computer helps us do all these things. Communication, information access, search engines provide us to vast or helps us access vast amount of information on virtually any topic. Online databases and libraries offer resources for research, education, and entertainment. So if you use search engines like Bing is a search engine that works with Microsoft Copilot and ChatGPT. So if you are using like Bing, you can communicate with Bing, and then you will search everything on any topic that you want, and you should get a reliable answer. Entertainment. Streaming services deliver movies, TV shows, music, and games to user screens. So with the computer, you can also access movies. You can watch movies, watch TV shows, listen to music, and play games. Social media platforms, online gaming, digital content creation provide avenues for leisure and creativity. Work and productivity. So maybe you are doing this course for you to acquire the necessary skills for your work. You see, computers are essential tools for various industries. At least, I mean, all industries use computers, facilitating tasks such as data analysis, design, and then communication. Productivity software, example, word processor, spreadsheet, streamline workflow, and enhance efficiency. Computers. Education. Computers support remote learning exactly like what we are doing. Online courses and digital textbooks. Expanding access to education. Educational softwares and interactive learning platforms enhance engagement and facilitate personalized learning experience. Healthcare, electronic health EHRS, electronic health records, enable healthcare providers to access and manage patient information securely. Now, every GP surgery that you go, you will find computers there. Medical imaging technologies and diagnosis. Medical imaging technologies aid diagnosis and treatment planning. You find computers there. Finance, like I was speaking when we started the first slide, online banking and financial management tools allows users to manage their finances, pay bills, and make transactions from anywhere. And I mean anywhere. Investment platforms provide access to stock market and financial planning resources for those who are into investments. You can use the computer to do all these things. Computer play a very vital role in our lives. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So here On this slide, we are still on the importance of computers in our everyday lives, and we are talking about computers having revolutionized the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. Everything now, the world has become a global village thanks to computers. So, understanding the role of computers in everyday life is essential for navigating in digital age effectively. Everywhere you go, computers are working. So, it is important that we understand the role of computers in everyday life. Of course, it would aid us in navigating the digital age effectively. Now, digital literacy refers to the ability to use, understand, and critically evaluate digital technology and information. So, someone can have all everything and can do anything, but if you are not digitally literate, then there are some things you will lack, there are some things you cannot do. Now, when you are digitally literate, it empowers you to navigate the digital world confidently and effectively. Enable enables you to be informed, to have informed decision making and problem solving in various contexts because you can do your research. It fosters responsibility and ethical use of technology. So it is important for us to be digitally literate. So, ladies and gentlemen, talking about being digitally literate, we know that every day, every time, there is an ongoing learning curve. So every day something new is coming. So we have a lifelong learning to do. In a rapidly evolving digital landscape, continuous learning is essential to stay updated and adapt to new technology. When computers started, it was like you use it for office work and then that's it. But now we have the introduction of ChatGPT, we have the introduction of Copilot, we have the introduction of new technology, AI is evolving. Now things are moving very fast. So if you don't keep up learning, what will happen is that there will come a time that what you know will now be archaic because when computers started, we started with DOS and then we came to Windows 95. We moved on to Windows NT, Windows 2000. We came to Windows XP, and then we moved on Windows 10, Windows 11, and we are going. You see, so if what you know you don't keep learning, then it means that you'll be stuck behind time. So it is important that we set ourselves up for a lifelong learning landscape so that we can stay updated. Why do we need to do this? Because it expands knowledge and skills, like the knowledge you are getting right now, enhancing employability and career prospects. Now, there are most companies, if you go and you don't know how to use the computer, you cannot work with them. So it enhances employability and career prospects. It enables individuals to leverage the full potential of technology and personal and professional growth. What I am doing, I learned it and I am doing it. You can also learn it and use it for something else. So for yourself and for your professional growth, it will help you. It promotes innovation and creativity by encouraging experimentation and exploration. Ladies and gentlemen, see you in the next slide. Welcome back to this slide. So here we are going to harness the benefits of technology. We are going to talk about harnessing the benefits of technology. Now, responsible use. Digital literacy equips individuals with the skills to use technology safely, securely, and ethically. Let us understand that using the computer to have rules, and if you don't follow the rules, if you don't use the computer by the rules, then you are not using it ethically. So you may find yourself wanting when you are not using it ethically. For instance, if you go to sites that the law does not allow you to go, and then your court is going to be something else for you. Ethical consideration. Understanding the ethical implication of technology uses help mitigate risk and promote responsible behavior. So as we are learning to use the computer, let us understand that we need to be responsible for our own behavior. You see, so maximize potential. Ongoing learning enables individuals to harness the benefits of technology to improve their lives and contribute positively to society. You have something to contribute to society. That's why you are here today to learn this course. So, ladies and gentlemen, we would move on and then go to the next lesson.